Welcome to Rockit Garage. I'm Brandon, and today we're going to be working on the tow truck. First thing I want to do is literally just get all this junk out of the bed of the truck, and I really don't feel like recording any of this because it's probably just going to be a pain in the ass. So I'm going to do that and probably just throw all that crap away. And oh, my glove. Anyways, before we actually pull it into the shop, I'm gonna clean the bed, clean the interior, and then we'll get rolling on the episode. This thing is so cool. One of the most fun parts of starting a new project. First car wash. Here's the after. And here's the before. It's cleaning up. Not the greatest, but looks way better than it did sitting in the field. I think this thing's gonna be pretty sweet. The bleeder screw is broke off inside the caliper. I can't bleed them, so I'm probably gonna have to just go ahead and replace the caliper and the hoses while I'm at it. And hopefully the brakes work after that. Yeah, I know the rotors are, oh my God. Okay, the rotors are really bad, but I'm not worried about that right now. The first thing I wanna do is at least get the brakes functional to where it actually stops, rebuild the carburetor, and just get this thing back on the road. I know the freeze plug on the driver's side is blown out, and I'm hoping the freeze plug did its job and the block's not cracked. So our first big thing is brakes, carburetor, freeze plug, and hopefully this thing runs and drives, because this thing would be super cool running around town. Get all the lights working. Get the tow truck part of the tow truck working. This side cleaned up pretty good. The hood, not sure why it's green. And yeah, there's just a lot of mysteries here. The truck was black, then it was painted white, and there's gold on here. Gold. So the bed was gold, the wheels were probably gold, the truck was black, someone painted it white, but also the hood's green, blue, green, whatever. Then there's paint marks here that are green, and under the black right here is blue. So I don't know what color this truck was originally. I'm gonna look at the tag, verify all the axle code, engine codes, and all that, and maybe we'll see what color this truck was new. But that's what I don't know, because the firewall's white, and I don't think anybody would go through the trouble painting it blue and white, and I don't know. But there's blue there, black, white, gold. I don't know. I have bought new calipers, hoses, booster and master. And I'm not gonna act like the rotors and pads are trash. But besides that, 9/16 is gonna be hard for y'all to see, but you get the idea. There we go. Probably nothing in that. Oh, there's a little bit. Then we are going to undo the caliper. There we go. Now the struggle bus. Oh, that hurt. I don't work on one-ton stuff too often, so this is kind of neat. Guess I gotta do the bottom. All right, we'll come back. Get my anger out. All right, those pads are disgusting. But they'll work. Okay, so that was the outside one because of the, look at the grooves on that. Locked in. Now let's see if we can get this cap off. Oh, perfect. It's a pretty weird looking spindle nut cap. Hub cap, if you will. They roll pretty free before I loosen it up. I mean, they seem fine, but if I know my uncle, they've probably never been greased. And once I grease them this one time, I'll probably never grease them again. And your outer bearing, Timkins. Well, they don't look bad. Let's see. Pull it off. Okay. So the inner bearing stayed in there. That's that. Doesn't look terrible neither. And then the seal. Oh, that's gone. That's bad. See if the brake line comes undone without twisting it off, and then I cuss and go get really drunk, and then I figure out my life later. Oh, of course. I'm about to drink. Hold on. Before I start drinking, I'll give it one more try. Give it a little tighten. Oh, please. Come on. Oh, thank you. Look at that. Done. Now I can drink. All right. Oh, that was easy. Okay. Might have something to contribute to the no brake pedal. We're not going to worry about that. Since I'm waiting on parts to show up, wanted to get this rubber floor mat yanked out of here so I can get all the insulation out. That way the holes in the floor don't get any bigger. A little trick with the seal plate screws, before you even try to loosen them, just make sure all the dirt and rust is out of the hole. Like that one. You're not getting a screwdriver in there. And if you just go ahead and try to take that out, you're just going to either strip the screw or ruin the head of the screwdriver. Anyways, that's just a little trick. Just get all the rust and dirt out of there. After that, pull the seat out, yank all that carpet out, and hopefully it'll start smelling a lot better in this thing. Don't break. That looks important. There's the sending unit gasket. We'll just put that right there. Ooh, Pontiac vibe. Will it come up? Hello. Yeah, it needs floors. This is what rots these trucks out. They start leaking. And this matting holds water, and 15 years later, you have a big hole. Let me get this seal plate off and the rest of this out and vacuumed, and we'll be right back. Inside is clean, as it's gonna get. Kind of just wiped everything down. Got the dash cleaned off. All the rust flakes are gone. There's a massive hole in the driver. Swiss cheese on the passenger. Everything else looks pretty fine. I'm gonna throw the seat back in it and wait for parts. Went a little overboard and got a few more extra parts that I wasn't planning on getting this go around, but I think it's going to give me the best chance for this thing to be on the road in one go. Here is the new brake booster. Looks like the same thing that came off. There we go. I'm just installing parts as they show up, so there's real no rhyme or reason. But I did acquire a bunch of parts. I didn't acquire, I bought them. Makes me feel better if I say acquire, like I didn't just spend a bunch of money. Okay. Oh. calipers handy. This is the fun, really fun part that I'm gonna make everyone watch. It's the quarter turn at a time. I'm joking. We're gonna stop it here and pick up with whatever else shows up. Okay, so I have got all the Rock Auto stuff in. I've got weather stripping, wheel cylinders, wheel seals, freeze plug kit, calipers, hoses, the whole shebang. So, I'm really hoping everyone who watches this already knows how to pack bearings and put a wheel seal in, because I'm just gonna go over that and then there's gonna be brakes on this truck. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm just kidding. I mean, I kinda am and am not, but I'm just gonna quickly pack those, put the seal on, throw it on, then I'm gonna start with the caliper and hoses, and then we'll bleed the front because I'm still waiting on a socket to get that hub off, because I don't work on things that are this big, okay? Don't blame me, blame the economy or something. The front hub is on. Dust covers all on there. Rotates pretty good. Yeah, I understand that the rotors are trash, but trying to get it on the road as safely as possible, and I'm not gonna tow nothing on these rotors, so be quiet. Bearings are packed, seals on. It's tightened down to where there's no backlash. It's tightened just a hair further because these are used bearings. And to get the cotter pin in there, I'm okay with making them a little tighter than they should be, because it still rolls really nicely. Okay, not much storage left on my phone, so I'm gonna have to go download some video. But these calipers that I got from Rock Auto, they were like 40 bucks. They were like 40 bucks. Painted, or at least some sort of coating on them, and they came with all new hardware, which, to be honest, nowadays is kind of pretty rare, because the bolts that I had were pretty stripped out.
I got that on film, you ass.
A Bucky sandwich.
Stop.
Anyways, you might see the orange tint to me. I thought it was just going to be freeze plugs, but... Oh, let me see my flashlight. It's not just freeze plugs. Yeah. I'm really hoping you didn't blow a head gasket and or crack the block, which either of those I don't want to deal with. So I'm going to put freeze plugs in it and flush it. Might not look like it because you guys don't have smell-o-vision, but it's like 100 degrees in here and it's hot. But we do have brakes, which is nice. What it ended up being was the master cylinder was bad, so it was pumping all the fluid into the booster, which made the booster bad. But the calipers were broke off, so we couldn't bleed them, so I had to change the calipers no matter what. And then the brake lines, because safety, this truck probably weighs 9 billion pounds, so I'd rather not die on the first go around, at least. But if I take the camera And you go in there and push the brakes. Ready? Push them. Yep. Let go. Push. And the back brakes work. Push them. Let go. Oh God. Okay, yeah. I'm still gonna take these off. I finally got the 2.5 didn't work. So the 2 9/16 socket takes that hub off. But since we've done 3 of them, might as well do 4. Ready? Hit it. Oh. Ready? Hit it. Look at that. Got brakes, got a dog, got a tow truck. It's all coming together. I mean, except for the block being covered in the Titanic's afterbirth. But other than that, everything else is going really good. I'm just gonna blow all that out with my 2-gallon air compressor, and it's gonna take me like 45 minutes to do that, but we'll come back and hopefully we're gonna be putting water in this and we'll see if it actually cracked the block or blew a head gasket. On to the next one. Really nice transition. Oh God. Oh. Yeah. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's gross, okay? It's real bad. We got the freeze plug above the starter is still in there, which is nice. We've got this one missing. That one's still in. Oh gosh. That one's still in. And we've got this one missing. So it looks like we're missing 3. I'm really hoping that the one, 90% sure there's one behind the clutch. I really don't want to replace that. So we're gonna pray. We're gonna act like putting those freeze plugs in never happened. That was awful. Nothing from the engine yet. That's just me having poor aim skills. 3rd gallon. Most of a gallon. I can hear it going into the block. Probably doesn't have a thermostat or anything in there. Well, no, I guess. Thermostat be up high, so flow. 4th gallon. Gallon number 4. This is a honking radiator. All right, gallon 5. Good God. Most of the gallon will make it.
Off to a great start.
Oops, oops, oops. It's getting late. You know what? Don't blame me. Blame the truck. There's no way. Jesus.
I'm sorry.
There it is. A leak. A leak there. Let me get over. Let me get there. Oh, the block's cracked. Oh, the head's cracked. Wow, right in half. I don't know if you can see that.
I don't think I can get down there.
It's coming right there. Awesome, needs a motor. A little leakage out the front. A little weeping out of that freeze plug I put in. Should have put a sealant on it. I mean, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's just leaking a little bit right here. Little weepage right there, which I was rushing it, so that's not terrible. But that doesn't defeat the massive crack in the block, or head. That's a bummer. Yeah, it's weeping out of that one, but that's not my main concern. All right, brakes work.
I'm sorry.
I had high hopes. I had low hopes because of the freeze plug thing. But I was really hoping. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go drink beer. Chooch. Come on. Come on. Need to end the day on a good note.
I don't know what to say. I don't know how to make you feel better.
To be continued. Well, it's been a few months and I have not touched the tow truck again after finding out the block has a crack in it. It's kind of deterred me, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this truck yet. I'm really bummed out that it's not going to be a driver anytime soon. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. It's a bummer. I really like this truck and maybe I'll get back to it. I don't know. But it's going to need to have the engine pulled at a minimum and finish going through a bunch of stuff. So I had fun doing it. The brakes work. It runs. It's just not going to be a driver. So thanks for watching and see you on the next one.